Hello. Good to see you.
All right there, Evidence. Welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we're going to be doing, starting 57 stars, and this is going to be kind of a strange run where we're going to be doing some of the weirder builds where you don't normally put all these things together. So we're going to have charge drains mixed with healing, mixed with regenerative drain, mixed with, getting health back from cleansing light and having some stagger resist while we are in the animation of charging up our drain attacks. And then we will have a random barrage gift here on the side. And if you're curious, the white vestment or red or crimson vestment or black vestment, whichever flavor you prefer here, it has the highest of the Hound's Veil drain ratings. So if you'll see here, we're at 1.62, and here we're at 1.28, and all the others are 1.28 or lower. This is 1.01, this is 1.08. This guy would be the same as the Ruinous Shovel or the Violet Gear, and this guy is at 1.28. So if you're looking for Ichor regeneration on a Hound's Veil, this is the one that you want to do it on, and so that's kind of why we're pairing up here with what we have. So we'll bring Io along. I'm the black one, she's the white one. That's kind of cool how we can pair up here together and kind of cosplay together along the way. So we will simply just go for this, and basically it will be do all the healing for your partner along the way. There's really no other reason in any other regard why you would want to do anything else here. So we're just gonna play kind of in a strange way here. It's obviously going to be a little overpowered here at the beginning, but as we get towards the middle of the game, it'll be a little bit more fair, I guess you could say, against me. It won't be in my favor anymore, and it'll be a little bit different. Whoops. But it is kind of fun to have a barrage gift or something quick cooldown, so that way we can use all of the Ichor that we're collecting, and it doesn't matter if we hit or miss either way, because we're going to be getting back so much Ichor along the way here. As you can see, we get about 14 and a half Ichor on a backstab, which is just absolutely ridiculous, because as you can see here, we have tons of Ichor available to us, and we don't really have any enemies to actually shoot. So and Io hasn't gotten hit yet at all, and so we can kind of just burn our way through here with some wackiness. The cool thing is about this setup, though, is that if you are playing in a co-op kind of a sense, whoever your co-op partner is, because you'll be getting a lot of charge drains, a lot of charge drain damage, and a lot of Ichor back, you'll always have the ability to help them out and pick them back up. And since this is kind of my solo version of a co-op setting, you can kind of extrapolate this to how you play with your friends and stuff, and see how it would make sense in your plays and such. But for what we have theory crafting here, it's actually a lot of fun to kind of use one gift over and over and over and over and over, because you can just continuously cast it, and you don't really have to worry about your partner at all, because if you are continually getting backstabs, you'll be getting health back, you'll be getting Ichor back, so on and so forth, and so you shouldn't really have any problems along the way. And let's go for a charge drain here. Good. And another one. There we go. And see, you get just plenty of Ichor even on charge drains as well. So that is why we're not really nervous about Ichor at all. And even in boss fights and stuff, you can do parries, and you can also continue getting Ichor back in that way. So it all, whoops, okay, it all just works together for how you want to go about getting the Ichor back or whatever you need. And because the higher amount of our damage is coming from the charge drains, we definitely want to keep those going. And because these guys are weak to blood, obviously we're going through blood barrage here. And when we get to the Oliver fight, we will go not for blood barrage, but we will go for lightning or fire barrage. Okay, and for now, since we just have so much Ichor, it really doesn't matter how we spend it or what we do with it, because we have just an incredible amount of use case here that we can go for, and it's a lot of fun to have basically unlimited Ichor almost in how you go through these guys here at the beginning, just because, you know, I can stand here, I can hit this guy for 482 and not even worry about my Ichor costs, just because of the fact that we have so much Ichor along the way here, and because also you can look awesome doing it, it's even that much better. Okay, so okay, we can't hit it from there. Okay, and there is perfect balance, not helping us undo our stagger, even though we're supposed to take significant reduced stagger on an enemy attack for one attack. And it's kind of a funny gift as it works when you're standing still. And same thing with Dogged Fighter, which is why we have both of them running at the same time. We're typically depending on the fact that we're going to be standing still with our Blood Veil, but in the end of it all, these two gifts are kind of misnomers, almost in a sense, that they lull you into a false sense of you think you're actually doing something good for yourself, and you're actually not really doing anything at all. And our weapon, as you can see, is just kind of along for the ride here. There's really no reason to have a weapon, because our Blood Barrage is kind of our weapon. Okay, Io got hit, that's fine. Oh, we got hit. Okay, so it's... oh, and we're dead. Okay, so now here is where we need to head up here and go for some backstabs. And hopefully get some of that health back along the way here. This guy is right up on us here. Okay. And it helps if you can see what you're doing and what is happening around you. Okay, and if we can go for the charge attack here. There we go. And if we're not getting, yep, sniped from all kinds of range here, that is where we have a really, really bad time, is with these snipers. Oops. Okay. Somehow he's floating in the air. I can't hit him. There we go. Okay, we'll use up some of this Ichor here. Ouch. Okay, we're flattened again. Alright. Alright, and you can see how later on this build, or these kinds of builds, are going to absolutely be horrible, because you're not really built in such a way that you actually can do anything versus anybody, but it's more of a crazy idea more than anything else. Okay, good. But as you can see, I mean, obviously we have no real issue here with our health, other than getting just destroyed in 1 or 2 hits. We have tons and tons of health recovery that we can continually keep our friend up to full health at all times. So that's really what we're supposedly building for in this one. You know, but again, that is kind of the road to 100, is looking at all the wacky, crazy, weird, and wonderful things here in Bane. And this is kind of one of those builds where it's like, yeah, sure, you can use it, you can build it, it exists in the game, but as soon as you see this and watch through it, you'll probably forget it. So kind of a strange one here. Okay, so let's go for a chart. Okay, that was a wacky way to get a parry. I was in the charge animation, and then I parried, and then I got the like last possible frame that I could have gotten the parry, so that was pretty weird there. But we got it nonetheless, and that definitely saved us right there. And now the Black Vestment is a pretty good Blood Veil for light, but it doesn't have really incredible defenses overall. It is a pretty good Crush Veil. It's kind of in the higher tiers of the Crush Veils, so for Oliver here, it's going to do pretty well. Okay, let's get over here and do a charge trade. Okay. There we go. That is where perfect balance and Dogged Fighter can work well together, is right there. That is what I wanted to show, and I'm glad we actually got it to happen. Was during one of your charge attacks, if you get hit by an enemy, you won't get staggered, and you will be able to actually charge through the attack, which is really, really nice that we got that to happen, because that's kind of hard to like show, you know, that, hey, watch this, I'm gonna get attacked, and during the attack I'm going to, you know, do this thing. So I'm really, really glad that we actually got that to happen the way that it did. Okay, so for the Oliver fight, we are going to have max Ichor here, which is great, and we'll have auto heal on, like, already primed and ready to go, so we should be fine here in the Oliver fight. And with Dogged Fighter and perfect balance here, even though we don't have a huge amount of balance at 142, we do have a good enough amount to kind of make it through here. If we do get attacked during one of his attacks and we're in a charge drain or something, it'll definitely be worth it for the trade that we will go for. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch our this to Lightning Barrage. Okay, and see there, it's good enough that we can parry, we can get some Ichor back and health and everything. Okay. Oh. And we have just tons and tons of Ichor here, as you can see. Okay, let's give Io some help. Why not? Okay, and you can see there we got all of our health back, and we got a ton of Ichor as well. There's really, really, really no reason for us to worry about anything here. And we don't even need to like worry about what we're using here. Now we do need to worry about what is it? Cleansing Light here. Just for the moment, just because we need to heal Io. Okay, good, she got some health back. We can parry again and go for more. Okay, good job, Io. Okay, and we parry and get more Ichor. We'll give Io some more health. Oh. There we go. Okay, she's getting slammed pretty hard there. Okay. And we'll go ahead and give her more health. Oh, okay, go ahead, Io. Yep, we'll get some more Ichor here. Okay, Io needs some health. And you can see that we just live for healing. And if we need to, we can do some of this and continuously get out that damage if we need. And so for regular bosses here, it's something like this where you can dodge around and you can actually move around, and if your partner's getting hit, I mean, it doesn't matter, and your partner doesn't spend a whole lot of time using their heals. So the cool thing is that they're not going to be dodging as much. They're just going to stand there and take the hits, because they're going to be able to continuously have their health regenerating along the way, and so we won't have to we'll actually be able to put more damage out on the enemy, just because we won't be sitting here waiting for our co-op partner to actually do something. So kind of interesting how it works that way. But yeah, these are going to be some of the weirder, more outlandish kind of builds and setups and things that you typically don't ever build for. But these are things that, you know, if you have never looked into some of these builds or some of these gifts or how to pair some of these things, these are going to be some of the more strange ways that you can put these things together and still have pretty positive outcomes overall. And like for the next area, we could do something similar along the lines of this. But we could go for like dark, or we could, you know, go for Guardian Aid or some of these other things where you don't get to use some of the uniques in the game as much. And one of the most interesting uniques in the game is Sly Vengeance here, that when you take damage, you drop the fireballs on the ground. So we'll be getting to all of those, and we'll see what they're all about here along the way. But until then, this has been me, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.